Math today focuses on mixed addition and subtraction problems. So after you put your name on it, which I'm sure you're in the process of doing at the moment, when you're reading these problems, and I'll read them for you, make sure you're circling the keywords. That's just the numbers. Like here, you see 2896. I don't know what to do with them. Got to circle the keywords that tell you and give you clues to how you're going to solve the equation. So it says solve each problem any way you choose. Use drawings and equations to help show your work. You can draw pictures, you can use equations, stack them. I would just stack them and regroup, but if you want to draw pictures, fine too. You want to use a 100 chart, fine too, as long as your answer's coming out correctly. So there are 28 more students than adults at the school fair. There are 96 students at the school fair. How many adults are at the school fair? 28 more. It's when you see an equation or you see a story problem that says how many more. What does that tell you? What does it indicate? It indicates subtraction. Hopefully you're thinking that. Now, if you just subtract 28 minus 96, it's not going to work. What's left? 28 minus 96. Why is that not going to work? Well, you can't take 90 away from 20, 96 away from anything that's got 20. No. In subtraction, you always have to start with a bigger number as your menu in. 96 minus 28. Regroup it, write your answer, pause your video. I am not going to do the computation for you. Here it says Ellie the elephant has some peanuts. She eats 49 peanuts. Now Ellie the elephant has 31 peanuts. How many peanuts did she have before? So I saw Johnny Barrett yesterday do an equation like this. 49 minus question mark equals 31. Because now she has 31, right? She had 49 peanuts. So when it says how many before, you could circle before. That's telling you need to subtract. 49, she eats some peanuts. Now she has 31. Now, you could figure out how many you're going to subtract from 49 to get to 31, or you could just subtract 49, and we know she ended up with 31. And that tells me my question mark of how many we're eating. Love this, Enzo. Love it. You know why I love it? Don't have to regroup. Have to regroup? Yes. 6 minus 8 can't do it. 9 minus 1? No regrouping. Blue team scores 16 fewer points than the green team. Blue team scores 41 points. How many did the green team score? Fewer. Circle it. Bell should be going off in your head. 16 fewer. Hopefully you're thinking subtraction. Now, if you're thinking, oh, 16 minus 41, let's do it. We've got a problem. The blue team scores 41 points. How many points did the green team score? So 16 fewer than the green team. So let's put blue here. And let's put green team here. What information do we know? We know that the blue team scored 16 fewer points, minus 16 than the green team. We know that the blue team scores 41 points. So let's put that up here. We know the blue team scored 41 points. We know that they scored 16 fewer than the green team. 41 points, and the green team scored 16 fewer. That means that the blue team, if you add 16 to their total 41, you can get to what the green team scored. Because if fewer means subtraction, means they scored 16 fewer than question mark. We don't know how many the green scored. That's what we want to say. It's how many points did the green team score? Well, we don't know. But we do know that the blue team scored 41 and that they scored 16 fewer than them. So it would be the green team minus 16 is equal to 41. Right? That would be the equation. Johnny was writing some equations like this. That's essentially what we're trying to find out. Whatever the green team had, minus 16 gets blue team 16 fewer equals 41. That's what the blue team scored. We want to know question mark. So how do you figure that out? Well, to balance your equation in an algebraic equation, you add 16 and you add 16. So essentially all you're going to need to do is 41 plus 16. Now it says fewer and you're thinking minus. Well, you are doing minus. But to actually solve the equation, you're going to have to add 16 to the 41 the blue team scored because it's 16 fewer. And this is not just looking at one keyword and all I do is subtraction and subtract. You have to think. You have to think about what's going on with these story problems. Okay, Sean studies 16 fewer vocab words than Chris. Chris studies 10 fewer vocab words than Tia. Tia studies 34 words. How many words does Sean study? Holy shnikes. A lot of people. So I got Sean. And I have Chris. And I have Tia. And then I'm making a T-chart here to figure out what information I know. Well, what information do I know? Tia studies 34 words. So we know they're all studying vocab. Who loves vocab? I love vocab. And then, working backwards, Chris studied 10 fewer vocab words than Tia. Well, Chris is 10 fewer than Tia. Well, we know there's 10 fewer. We know fewer is minus. We know Tia is 34, so Chris is 34 minus 10. That's how many he studied. We still need to know what Sean studied. And then it says Sean studies 16 fewer vocabulary words than Chris. Well, we don't know Chris yet because you haven't solved this. Well, 34 minus 10. And then whatever that answer is, we're going to put it up here for Sean. That's not how many Sean studied. Because it says Sean studies 16 fewer than Chris. Well, that's minus again. It's whatever Chris had minus 16. So you're going to write that difference here up here, and you're going to subtract it, and that, my friends, is going to be your answer, which I would then write over here. So a lot going on. We knew that T had 34. We knew that Chris had 34, 10 fewer vocabs. Well, 34 minus 10, boom. And then we move this up, and we subtract again, and we get our total. Great job. Pause that video. I would do that quickly. Okay. I'm going to let you try number 6 on your own. Read it. It says Kevin practices kicks for soccer. He kicks 13 times at recess. He kicks 14 times after school. He kicks 16 times before bed. How many practice kicks did Kevin take in all? You're on your own. You have 13. You have 14. You have 16. You have in all. Solve it. Write an equation. Draw a picture. Knock it out. I'll work with you on number 7. There are 48 red tacks and blue tacks in a bag, so 48 total in a bag. There are fewer red tacks than blue tacks. There are at least 26 blue tacks, but no more than 30 blue tacks. How many of each color could be in the bag? Whoa. I see. So the blue tacks need to be between 26 and 30. So all this column right here, it has to be between 26 and 30. Now, to solve these, they already give you some of the information. So if we're trying to solve for blue, it's just 48 minus 21. So this one, 48 minus 21. That's your answer. And then here, 48, 28, and I got to figure out how many red tacks are left. Well, again, 48 minus 28 solves this. Down here, 48 minus 19. And then down here, 48 minus 30. You're just essentially subtracting the total minus how many blue, and then you're going to find the difference for those. You get 4 of those to solve. Some require regrouping, some do not. Last but not least, it says Jim has 14 fewer baseball cards than Sarah. Sarah has 27 cards. How many baseball cards does Jim have? Draw a line to show where each number in the unknown could be in the equation. Oh, draw a line. Or you write it. So fewer, 14 fewer is minus. Sarah has 27. He has 14 fewer than. So you have to figure out where you're going to put this, and where you're going to put this, and where you're going to put this, and then solve it down here. So this number is going to go down somewhere, this number is going to go down somewhere, this question mark is going to go down somewhere. Figure out the equation, stack it over here, solve it, call it a day. Turn it in. If you have questions, come see me. Thank you very much.